Betelgeuse, one of the most well-known stars in the night sky, has long captured the imagination of astronomers and stargazers alike. For centuries, it has been a prominent feature of the constellation Orion, lighting up the sky with its distinctive reddish glow. This red supergiant star, which lies about 700 light-years away from Earth, is nearing the end of its life, and its eventual fate, an explosive supernova, has intrigued scientists for decades. However, recent observations by the James Webb Space Telescope have raised new questions, challenging our understanding of this massive star and its upcoming death. What makes Betelgeuse's behavior so peculiar, and how do these discoveries alter our perception of the star's imminent explosion? Could the end of Betelgeuse come much sooner than we expected, or is it just another stage in its long life? And most importantly, will the supernova have any direct effects on Earth? The idea of a supernova, an event so violent that it can briefly outshine an entire galaxy, is both captivating and unsettling. Supernovae mark the death throes of massive stars, and Betelgeuse is no exception. Over the course of its life, Betelgeuse has grown to become a behemoth of a star. If placed in the center of our solar system, it would extend far beyond the orbit of Jupiter, swallowing up the inner planets. This immense size is a product of its aging process. Betelgeuse has used up most of the hydrogen in its core and is now in the process of burning heavier elements, causing it to swell to an enormous size. But even stars as large as Betelgeuse eventually run out of fuel. Once that happens, their cores begin to collapse, and the outer layers of the star are expelled in a massive explosion. The resulting supernova releases an enormous amount of energy, momentarily making the star brighter than the entire galaxy in which it resides. The concept of a star exploding may sound distant and abstract, but the truth is that Betelgeuse's demise is relatively imminent on a cosmic scale. Although it could take anywhere from 1,000 to 100,000 years for Betelgeuse to undergo its final transformation into a supernova, recent observations have caused scientists to reconsider just how close we may be to witnessing this incredible event. The first major clue came from a series of strange eclipses observed in 2019 and 2020. These eclipses were not your typical eclipse events caused by a moon or another celestial body passing in front of the star. Instead, they were caused by something much more unusual, a massive ejection of material from the surface of Betelgeuse itself. During these years, Betelgeuse appeared to dim considerably for weeks, much more than it typically does during its normal cycles of brightness fluctuations. Scientists were initially puzzled by this behavior, and many speculated that it could be a sign that Betelgeuse was about to go supernova. The dimming was attributed to a gigantic cloud of dust and gas that had been expelled from the star's surface, temporarily obscuring our view of it. Some researchers argued that this event was merely a temporary phase, a result of the star expelling a portion of its outer layers, a phenomenon not uncommon for aging stars. However, others saw this as a significant signal that the star's death might be closer than expected. The fact that Betelgeuse took several months to recover from the event raised even more questions about its stability and future. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Betelgeuse's behavior, one thing is clear: the star is in a precarious state. As it burns through its fuel, its core becomes increasingly unstable. The fusion of elements like hydrogen and helium has slowed down, and the star's outer layers are now expanding to maintain the balance of forces that previously kept the star stable. When a star like Betelgeuse reaches the stage where it is burning heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, and eventually silicon, the process becomes less efficient. This imbalance leads to fluctuations in the star's size and brightness, which is exactly what we are witnessing now. These fluctuations are a normal part of the star's aging process, but they also indicate that Betelgeuse is running out of time. It has become a ticking time bomb in the sky, and scientists are still trying to figure out when that final explosion will occur. One of the most fascinating aspects of this discovery is the growing realization that Betelgeuse's eventual supernova could be much closer than previously thought. The James Webb Space Telescope, which has been providing unprecedented insights into the universe, has shown us that our understanding of the cosmos is still full of uncertainties. In the case of Betelgeuse, the telescope has provided a new perspective on the star's behavior, revealing details that were previously hidden. As a result, scientists are now questioning some of their most basic assumptions about how stars like Betelgeuse evolve and when they will explode. Could it be that Betelgeuse is already on the verge of a supernova, and we just haven't seen the final signs yet? Or is it possible that the star is simply going through a temporary phase in its life? The truth is, we don't know for certain. Stars are incredibly complex objects, and while we have a basic understanding of their life cycles, every star is unique. This is particularly true for massive stars like Betelgeuse, which can evolve in ways that are difficult to predict. Despite the advances we've made in astrophysics, many aspects of stellar evolution remain shrouded in mystery. The fact that no two stars are exactly alike makes it difficult to create a one-size-fits-all model for how they behave. And in the case of Betelgeuse, there are a number of factors that make its fate even harder to predict. One of these factors is the star's distance from Earth. Although 700 light-years may seem like an incredibly long distance, it's actually relatively close in astronomical terms. When Betelgeuse eventually explodes, it will send shockwaves through space, hurling its outer layers into the void at incredible speeds. These shockwaves will also release a tremendous amount of energy, including intense radiation that could potentially affect nearby planets. However, the good news is that Betelgeuse's supernova will not pose any immediate danger to Earth. At a distance of 700 light-years, the radiation and matter expelled by the explosion will likely not reach us in a harmful way. The vastness of space ensures that the impact of such an event is spread out over enormous distances, diminishing its effects by the time it reaches Earth. While we won't feel the physical impact of the explosion, there is still the potential for other, more subtle effects. Supernovae are known to emit neutrinos, subatomic particles that travel at nearly the speed of light. These particles can pass through matter with little to no interaction, which is why they are often referred to as ghost particles. Neutrinos are constantly passing through us, coming from the Sun and other sources in the universe, but they are undetectable to the human eye. In the case of Betelgeuse's supernova, these neutrinos could reach Earth long before we even see the light from the explosion. However, the real question is whether or not these neutrinos could have any impact on our planet. While we know very little about neutrinos and their potential effects, most scientists believe that they are harmless. But the fact that they are so difficult to study means that there is still a lot we don't understand about their behavior. In addition to neutrinos, supernovae can also release a wide range of other particles and radiation. Some of these particles, like gamma rays, can be incredibly powerful and potentially hazardous. However, the distance between Earth and Betelgeuse means that any radiation released by the star's explosion would likely be too diluted by the time it reaches us to cause any significant harm. Still, the fact that we are dealing with an event of such immense energy means that we should never rule out the possibility of unexpected consequences. Just as we have learned from other astronomical events, the universe is full of surprises, and Betelgeuse's death could reveal phenomena that we have yet to fully understand. While the possibility of a supernova in our cosmic neighborhood is an exciting thought, it also serves as a reminder of how much we still have to learn about the universe. The study of stars like Betelgeuse not only gives us insight into the life cycles of these massive objects but also helps us understand the fundamental processes that govern the cosmos. When Betelgeuse finally explodes, it will undoubtedly be a spectacular event that will provide scientists with valuable data about the behavior of dying stars and the nature of supernovae. This data could lead to breakthroughs in our understanding of stellar evolution and the processes that shape the universe. In the end, Betelgeuse's death will mark the end of an era for one of the most famous stars in the night sky, but it will also usher in a new era of discovery and scientific exploration. As we continue to study Betelgeuse and other stars like it, we are reminded that our understanding of the universe is always evolving. New technologies, like the James Webb Space Telescope, are allowing us to peer deeper into the cosmos than ever before, revealing new details and challenging our previous assumptions. The discoveries made by the telescope have already had a profound impact on our understanding of the universe, and they will undoubtedly continue to shape our view of the cosmos in the years to come. As we wait for Betelgeuse's inevitable supernova, we can be sure that the scientific community will continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, seeking answers to questions that have puzzled humanity for centuries. In the grand scheme of things, Betelgeuse's explosion may seem like a distant event, one that will have little impact on our daily lives. But the science behind it is anything but trivial. The study of stars like Betelgeuse helps us understand the fundamental forces that shape the universe and provides insights into the processes that govern the birth, life, and death of stars. It reminds us that the universe is full of mysteries, waiting to be uncovered by those curious enough to seek the answers. And as we continue to explore the cosmos, we can be sure that more surprises await us, some of them as dazzling and dramatic as the death of Betelgeuse itself.